don't know what model it is, but it's a new Aston Martin. It doesn't look like a DB11 to me. I very well could be wrong. Let me know. I think Justin Bieber's in town. There's a shiny freaking gold quadruport. God, that's gaudy. Following a beautiful color, but I don't know about the squatting dog ass end of the thing. Busted. Yep. So apparently this is an effective way to de-thaw some steaks. Is to put it on one of those and then put the steaks in a bag and then put a metal pot of lukewarm water on top. And it works because this water is now borderline chilly. It's just heat transfer, conductive heat transfer property here. Working beautifully. Well, I have the iPhone out and it's dark. We can play with low light mode. Of course, the flash is on, so that is kind of cheating. Let me turn flash off. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 1.0. I think it's a little bit smarter in 1.0 mode. It's 6:18 p.m. Sunset was 10 minutes ago. There's just a couple windows in here with some shades. I mean, it isn't gonna be like crazy good, but it's definitely better than the last iPhone. I had my 10s, well, before I sent the 10s back, I did a little walk through the house like this with both phones, and the 10s was just a black screen, whereas I could at least make out what was in the room on the 11 Pro. Anyways, Sunday night bike ride was freaking awesome today. Did 12 miles. We got a little bit of a cocktail going. Steaks are thawing out. The usual. We're gonna have some broccoli and some fries. Are we doing the garlic fries?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh man, it's another meat porn vlog. Don't worry, they're not near done yet. I just flipped them after about 4 minutes. But these are gonna be some good strip steaks tonight. Look at that. All optical. Hey, it's 10 o'clock. We finished up dinner tonight, had some delicious steaks. As you saw, those are the same ones that we had the other half of like 2 weeks ago from Costco, some New York strips. It's exactly 10 o'clock as the cuckoo clock sounds here. Crazy busy, crazy fun weekend. So quick recap, I'll try to make it quick. Yesterday we went on an exploration day. We headed out to Julian. Julian is the ye old northeastern San Diego city here in Southern California that was kind of a settlement of gold mining and all of that stuff way back in the 1860s, 1870s. So we didn't really know what we wanted to do. Megan wanted to go to an apple orchard and pick some apples and maybe see some pumpkins and, you know, the kind of traditional things to do in the fall. And it really doesn't feel like fall. The only giveaway that it isn't June, July, August anymore are two things. One, the days are short. It gets dark at like 6 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, which I hate, but that's the case anywhere. And two, overnight we're now in the 50s instead of the 60s. So that's a little bit of a difference. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. The weather's actually better. It hasn't rained, it hasn't been cloudy, none of that. So we go to Julian, we do that yesterday. We have lunch at the diner, Miner's Diner downtown. And then we move on to the mine that I filmed. And, you know, I just looked it up on Yelp at lunch and found that, or not Yelp, on the other place, TripAdvisor at lunch, and found that that was nearby, and it was #1 of 29 things to do in Julian, so we decided to go. It was $10 a person, and we got there and they showed us how to pan for gold in this fake ass little trough full of Home Depot sand, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, we bit the biggest tourist trap of them all, and this is so stupid. Well, not the case. Then they took us in there. We were in there for like 30 minutes and went up all these different levels, and we were 1,000 feet inside of a mountain. It was super cool. The tour guide was really good. He had been doing this his whole life, and like he went to school right down the hill from there as a kid. The hood is just open on the E60. It didn't shut all the way earlier today, so now it's shut. And then we came back and made dinner, and it was really fun. So kind of a surprise yesterday. Now today I did something I have wanted to do for a decade, maybe more than that. So back before I got into the car, I was big into biking. Kenan and I would go out almost every single day when the weather was nice. We would bike 2,000 miles a year, just not crazy distances. We never got on a highway and went 40 miles in a straight line or something. We just, every single day, we would go downtown Hudson once or twice and look for cars and grab a bite to eat and just hang out and chill. And that's what we did all summer long. I got the car, I kept up biking for like a year or two. When he got the 525, we just jumped into cars for years. And we'd go out biking a couple times a year, but I knew that I wanted to bring it here. I always wanted to ride it on Coronado. There's beautiful views, great places to bike, and I set a goal for myself to move here and do that. Obviously not the reason I moved here, but it was one of the things I really wanted to do. And it deeply bothers me that I lived here about 13 months, like a year and a couple of weeks before I actually did that. That's disgusting to me. That's a goal that I've had so long, and it's been at my fingertips for a year, and it took me this long to do it. But finally today I had the excuse of Megan was busy, my dad was busy, it was a beautiful day, I felt active, I had the car and the bike works, and it just worked out. So I threw it in the back of the car, took the front wheel off, I took the seat off, folded the split folds, got like 5 or 6 towels to wrap everything in, of course, so it doesn't rub against the leather or the whatever. Everything's fine, fits in the car very well. Drove it down there and I biked 12.1 miles, 12.01, 03, something like that miles. Used the Apple Watch. The workout app gives an awesome overview of your heart rate, exactly on a map where you went, what speeds you were at along the route, mile by mile times. Really, really, really cool metrics from the Apple Watch. I almost didn't wear it, and then I thought, nope, I have to do that. It's the first time I biked with the Apple Watch. So feels good. My legs feel great. I don't have a problem there. I don't have a problem aerobically. My problem with riding the bike is that freaking seat. When you don't have bike ass and then you try to ride a bike again, nope, you got to get used to that, because that little thing right there is very different than this big thing in there. Not comfortable, but felt good. It was great. The camera, of course, this camera was dead, so I used the iPhone to get a couple clips. That's it. I need tomorrow, I'm going to catch up on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday vlogs. We'll get caught up on that, and we actually bought a car yesterday. It's not a parts car, so we'll be seeing that this week. And I gotta get in and get some sleep, but we'll film some more this week, and I'll fill you in on everything that's going on. Good night.